Hey, everybody, I got some good news for you. I want to share with you. I'm just going to be posting a podcast on the same day that I'm going to post this. Is that how difficult is it for you to love God with all your heart and love people the same way? The commandment that Jesus gave us, Old Testament and New Testament, was that we would learn to love God and love people. And then if we actually did that like Jesus, we would fulfill all the laws and all the commandments of all the Old Testament and all the New Testament if we would love people and love God in the same way, like Jesus loves us. How difficult is it for you to do that? I have a whole podcast talking about the Apostle Paul's one another's. What are those? Loving one another, bearing each other's burdens, forgiving one another, encouraging one another, and comforting one another. There's about 15 of those I'm going to cover in this podcast, and I want you to listen to it, write these down, write down the scriptures. And I'm telling you this, if God gave us these commandments to love one another, serve one another, encourage one another, then he also gives us the power to do so. Now, a lot of people might be broken inside and have a lot of unforgiveness and bitterness and trauma on the inside. Well, that's why I wrote the book, Freedom to Live Like Jesus, to set you free from all of that so you could live a life like Jesus, where you could love God with all your heart and love people the same way. So check it out. Podcast, The Apostle Paul's One Another's, Freedom to Live Like Jesus. It's out today. Go check it out. It's on all podcast platforms. You could also check the link in my bio and go from there as well.